10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello, sorry about that, just a couple of audio issues to sort out, but now we are ready and live and locked and loaded for the Hainan Master Spring Invitational. My name is Nomad, and joining me is Mo Farah to finish up this journey, perhaps, of Chicken Fighters versus Godsent. And what a lovely logo the Chicken Fighters have, don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty good going. We've already picked you up about it, me and Ben, me and B-Cop.
Well, I didn't hear that, so I need another round, please.
Well done, you, for making
chat,
a wonderful
please tell me
logo.
how much you like the Chicken Fighters logo. And yeah, I need my ego stroked a little bit more because that's what I live off. That's why I cast. I'm just a big old narcissist. All right, let's get into game number 2. And this time, Chicken Fighters will be fighting some chickens with a puck, a fairy dragon, a asexual fairy dragon.
Oh, they go Rubik, but I mean, Disruptor's still in the pool. I feel like if they don't go for it, then Chicken Fighters probably will.
If you have to date any Dota hero, which one would it be?
Data hero.
Yeah, take out for a lovely seafood dinner, and then, you know, whatever happens afterwards, it just depends on how the date goes. You know, we don't like to make any presumptions here.
I think Wisp. Because
Wisp.
Yeah, because they can't really talk. You know, just
Oh.
I can just enjoy my time on the beach alone and not have to worry about
listen to you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to input to this at all. I just want you to listen to me. You know, this is this is how my Pharaoh runs his relationships. You start telling him about your day, and he's like, no. You want to hear
This is
about
me
how
time.
my day went?
Okay, they didn't pick Disruptor.
10 seconds remaining.
Interesting. We go for the Tiny instead, which was really good in the last series that we watched.
Radiant team ban.
I can't believe they've gone Lone Druid so early again in the draft.
Yeah. They really like this hero. They seem to think it's very strong, and to be honest, I agree. I've been wrecked by many a Lone Druid recently. Both in-game and out. Very annoying. Just walking down the street, or a bear runs over and some old man just shouting at me. It's
10 seconds
very, very,
remaining.
very frustrating.
I feel like his laning stage isn't anywhere near as good as it used to be, just because of the massive damage nerfs like the bears got. And against something like if it's a lone druid mid again against a tiny, I feel like tiny has a really good time.
Radiant team banned.
Well, Disruptor gets banned out. Okay. Chicken Fighters seem to really value this Underlord, like in terms of they've picked it in series I've seen them play before. I think they picked it yesterday, and they've been banning it out as well. So I think they see it as a really good counter to heroes like Puck.
10 seconds.
You know, having that kind of almost instant route available to stop the Puck jaunting away.
Remaining.
But hey, no disruptor. That's big news.
Yeah, that's really good actually. I hear it's been so frustrating to watch.
Agreed.
Doom's still in the pool, which I think has to be a point of contention still for both teams. I know Seneko played Puck last time I saw Chicken Fighters, so it could be a position 5.
Ooh,
It shouldn't be a
spicy.
surprise. What else is there left in the pool that's popular? Something like a Slark might be okay.
Yeah, the pool
it's
is.
not-
It feels varied, but I think that's just because the meta's still relatively new compared to the last meta, which got very old, very kind of lasted a very long time. But the pool apparently the hero pool is actually much smaller than it was last patch compared to if you're looking at tournament statistics.
Yes.
Which
It
is
feels it
interesting,
though,
but
I think.
yeah, I think when you're playing the actual events, like online games, not so much. People are a bit more varied, but when you get to events, it definitely feels that way.
I don't know, I
that's
feel like I've
natural
seen
for
the
a
same-
huge overhaul though.
I think I've seen the same heroes over and over again the last 2 days, it feels like. Like Magnus, Disruptor, Omni Knight, Rubik, Tiny, Puck.
10 seconds remaining.
It just feels like it's the same heroes in every single game at the moment, with maybe like a couple of like picks at the end that are different, like TAs, SFs, Drows, all pretty popular.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Hopefully, the next patch which comes will be a decent one. It'll level things out a bit after the major, I guess.
I think the POS 4 and 5s in particular feel like you have a very narrow window in what's good and what's not. Oh, Chen.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
this is what I mean.
Yeah.
This is like a nice kind of little bit of a different hero.
That's a Seneko pick for sure, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. He likes that hero a lot.
Up his alley, down his street, in his avenue.
And you can take over the boards as well, right?
You can indeed.
10
You
seconds.
can
your spells.
indeed.
Makes Beastmaster's life a lot more difficult.
5 seconds remaining.
So they're gonna have this Beastmaster Rubik lane. They still need their 5. I mean, Lich is in the pool if they want to go for that. I don't know how good it is.
Always enjoy a bit of Lich. But yeah, I don't. See, Lich is great on heroes which just like to target one hero. You're right, and Druid is kind of that, but at the same time, he also doesn't struggle to change targets particularly, because you never really want to be throwing out stuns and controls onto the bear anyway. And Lone Druid himself is a ranged hero usually, so yeah.
I mean, it keeps their towers alive longer against Druid pushes as well, which is nice.
Yeah, that is
like,
nice counter to the demolish.
If there's a lot of chain creeps around, there's like a lot of chain frost like that creeps that it can bounce to, and
Yeah, that's also a good point. Plus, a Puck can just dodge it super easy and get out of the way. They've got good mobility on pretty much everyone.
yeah, I don't know how much I like the Lich. I think they're deciding what they want to pick as their 5 here, because this is what I mean. Like the window of actual position 5s that feel good, it's like really small.
Yeah. Which hero do you want to be good right now? Do you miss playing the most?
There they go, Lich. I mean, what do I miss playing?
Yeah.
I think it's something like I really enjoy playing Luna, but that hero's pretty awful at the moment.
Yeah, I love Luna as well. She's probably who I'd take on a date. Not her, the tiger, Nova.
And some Earth Spirit as well is another one. I'm not very good
You
at
take
it, but I
him a
really
date?
enjoy
Oh.
playing it.
10
Earth Spirit feels
seconds
pretty bad at the moment.
Yeah, he's not ideal, is he?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know why. Again, I can never fathom why Earth Spirit is good or bad in the current meta, because he doesn't seem like when Roamers were good, he wasn't seen very often. But then before that, Roamers were good and he was seen often. But then, like, I don't know, he seems he doesn't really listen to the meta very much.
I think it just depends on how important lanes are as well. Is always the big thing.
Yeah,
Because he
you're
offers
right.
nothing in lanes, right?
Yeah, yeah. Unless you
And
can
when
get
there's
kills.
like, yeah, but when there's like Lich and Disruptor being picked that can just bully you off the lane single-handedly,
Yeah,
it
true.
can be really difficult to play. And then like teams buy early BKBs as well, so the hero just feels like he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the game's played at a very high pace, and also I think for any roamer which wants to try and get solo kills at the back of the fight, or maybe in the jungle, it's so hard now with the neutral items as well. And that way it does tighten the game up a lot.
Interesting pick.
Mm-hmm. SF?
I feel like if they put Tiny mid though, this SF should have a pretty hard time.
You think?
Yeah, he doesn't have a like at level 3, level 5, and for stuff it gets to a little bit better, but the early levels are really difficult for the SF.
10 seconds
I know taking razors at level 1 now makes it a little bit better, but I
5
still don't know how good it is.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, what's the player matchup like? We got either Charlie or Supreme.
Oh, it'll be Supreme
It'd be
playing
Supreme,
the SF.
yeah, they didn't put Charlie mid because he was on the Druid. Versus
Wish.
I mean, that when you're looking at player versus player, I think it's pretty even, honestly. I maybe give a little bit of an advantage to Wish, perhaps, but it's very, very close.
I mean, Godsent were first phasing SF in like all the time they could yesterday for Wish. He was a really good SF player. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays against it. He did in the game 3 that they won, but I feel like Supreme's SF is probably a little bit better. Oh,
Hello! What the heck? New hero alert!
this is a Milan special.
It certainly is, yeah. Alright, Spirit Breaker come out for Chicken Fighters to bring the fight to Godsent. My goodness. So, how do you answer this hero? Do you answer this hero? Does it need answering?
I really like this hero in the fact that if you go to charge mid ever, like you have so much kill threat with the razors. The only thing is that if Tiny just has to avalanche, right, and then the charge just gets like cancelled straight away.
Yeah, that's true.
Choose your
Now they grab the
Oh.
drow. I mean, you've got the Spirit Breaker to get on top of her a bit, but
Yeah, the Gust
With
is pretty
Puck.
good against charge.
yeah, that's true.
I don't know how much I like the Drow Ranger, but I much prefer Chicken Fighters Draft this game.
Yeah, yeah, it feels quite dominant. It feels quite forceful. Feels like they're going to try and just outplay them across the map, which I think what they kind of need to do. They just kind of need to make Godsent feel like the worst team, even if they're maybe not necessarily. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of it's a lot of the mind games at this level of Dota, right? Like you just got to get in their heads. You got to act like the better team, and you probably can be the better team.
I also think a lot of this game is going to come down to the mid lane. I think this SF Tiny matchup, you know, what rotations is going to come through from the Spirit Breaker, how much can the SF get done? Like, if he gets a really good start in the first few waves on SF, I think he'll really start to pull ahead and get a lot done. But I think if this Tiny can bully him in really hard in the first few waves, CP might start to struggle a little bit more. And I think this Tiny has to have a good start to the lane, I think.
Yeah, agreed. We'll pay close attention to that mid lane. Of course, pay close attention to Milan, his adventures. Actually, maybe we will, maybe we won't. We're not in control of the camera, so
Maybe we get
knows?
to look at Roche some more.
yeah, maybe we'll get to see Roche's face mid fight. I love that. But no, I think it's hard to see roamers making a big impact on mid though. We haven't seen it in a very long time. It's not easy.
Yeah, I think it's an okay Spirit Breaker game though.
You mean
Like,
outside
he's
of
got
just
to cause chaos,
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
anything.
He does. And especially for this Drow as well. If this Drow's a free game, then it's going to look real rough for Chicken Fighters. I'm not sure how much they'll actually be able to get done with a farm Drow in the game.
I think this Lich has to be really careful with his positioning in the laning stage. Like, this Spirit Breaker Puck, if they get on top of him, he
Yeah.
falls really quickly. But the
Frost Shield ain't going to save you now, boy.
only problem I see is that the Spirit Breaker is probably just going to get clicked out of the lane. Like, he's against this Lich Drow Ranger, right? Like, it's not an easy lane for him to try and do things in. So I wonder how he's going to distribute himself across the map.
Yeah. Distributing yourself across the map. Interesting terminology, but I can exactly see what you're saying. It's about making your presence be felt.
You know when you see a heat map of a hero?
Yeah.
I want it to be all red.
I'm not sure that's how it works. I think it'd be like all yellow.
No, you don't understand.
Okay, I don't know.
He's a danger everywhere.
He's just hot wherever he goes.
Yeah.
Let's see it, Milan. We're putting the pressure on you and Sableye to control up this game and make some magic happen for Chicken Fighters. If it does not, then this Drow and this tiny core duo could really get out of control. Let's find out. Game number 2, Chicken Fighters versus Godsent here in the upper brackets of the Hainan League. Why don't you call it a league? It's not a league, it's an invitational.
Look how much emphasis the Radiant have put on their mid wards, by the way. One either side of the lane. They can see the runes as well.
Yeah, they
both sides. And when you're playing this SF, it's really important you get the razors in the first few waves so you can get an early bottle and then can try and control the runes. And that's the other thing about the Spirit Breaker is, if he's not doing too much in the lane, he can go and try and secure these active runes and play around mid a little bit more, just to help his SF out a bit.
The battle begins.
We're on cow watch, basically, is the bottom line here.
Oh, yeah. 3 runes to... Oh, no, sorry, 2 for 2.
No, 3 runes. You're reading the name, not the colour.
Oh, my God.
Charlie is a defector.
I looked at the map and I was like, I'm sure they're getting 3 here. Why does it come up as 2 for 2? That's so annoying.
It's a lie. It's a damn lie. Alrighty, let's get into this matchup as Era and OKC are hanging down to the bottom lane. I'm going to try not make any more OKC jokes.
Oh, so they're putting the Drow
It's too easy to do.
They're putting the Beastmaster against the Puck. Okay.
Alright, whatever. Meanwhile, Wish immediately being chased out of the lane by Supreme. He's getting him out.
He just needs to hit him back.
Yeah.
It's an SF with no souls.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
He's not exactly hitting you hard, buddy. It's okay. You can trade that. But there were no creeps for him to hit there, I think, so he was just backing out. No reason to trade over nothing. I guess mess up the creep equilibrium as well. So, Saber hitting some creeps for free here. Meanwhile, Drow also doing the same thing. Charlie's down at bottom, along with the Rubik coming through.
I mean, both teams are aggro tri-laning at the moment. Like, they really want to find a kill, I think, by the looks of it, before they, like, TP one of their other supports away.
Yeah. Now, there is a TP in from Milan here, as he might be required to try and save Charlie. Look at the damage coming out. They can't do anything about this. Milan just has to wait and watch as Charlie goes down. And the Spirit Breaker is going to be absolutely fine, but that is a very easy first blood. You just get the lift, you got the slows, the dual slows from Lich and Drow, and there is nothing which Charlie can do about that. He has no other option but to just go down.
Yeah, it's a problem, though, isn't it?
That bash, so there was no charge potential.
Like, this range form lone druid in the early levels is, like, just a creep, right? It doesn't really do anything. And even if you skill the Savage Roar, like, you're not going to get within distance of the Drow and everything to push them away. So I like that Charlie just TP's top here.
Nice, Milan. Get that branding.
What?
Meanwhile, Wish goes down in the middle lane to Supreme. Caught out by the Razors, it looks like.
That's the difference between Milan and Saberlight. Milan, like, tips his teammate. Saberlight tips the enemy.
Yeah. Two kinds of people in this world.
Yeah. I'm the one that tips the opponent. 100%.
Oh, I tip my teammates. Sometimes.
Yeah, so, yeah, they don't deserve it.
But I'm also the guy that has 2 well playeds bound to my chat wheel. One has the Herald logo on it, and one has the Ancient logo on it.
Ah.
I'm trying to get to Divine just so I can put the Divine logo on it. That's my only reason, really. Don't care about anything else.
Casters MMRs don't matter, dude. It's fine.
True, true.
Supreme is absolutely destroying this lane.
Yeah, he is a bit, isn't he? Wish is wishing for a different lane matchup. Ooh, sick denies from Era. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. Save like guys.
Boo.
Boo. You're garbage. I wish there was more heckling in Dota. Oh, no, I'm glad there's not more heckling in Dota, but it would be
I want there
amusing.
to be more.
Yeah. If we ever organize a tournament, we'll allow heckling. How about that?
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Like real proper
yeah.
heckling as well. Like,
Give them tomatoes to throw up.
every time you get a kill, you can pause and go and, like, pat him on the back in the other room.
Oh, I meant from the audience.
Oh,
Heckling's
okay.
not done from other
I
teams.
think players should be able to heckle each other.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's always... Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of that either.
Like, you're not allowed to all chat in a lot of tournaments, right? Like, you're not supposed to.
Also, I liked it in the WePlay event when Dendi came over after playing Mars on that All-Star game, sick
Oh.
knife from Seneko. and came over and ran across the stage, and he had a bottle in a bag, and he was bashing his bottle on the bag like Mars does for the taunt, but no one got it, and they were just like, what's Dendy doing? And like the players either were just staring at him like, what's he doing? And he was doing the Mars taunt, but I don't think anybody understood.
I missed that game, the Russian versus English talent, but I heard it was a stomp, so I didn't bother.
Well, it wasn't a good game, but Lacoste made it hilarious. Anyway, Boogie dies.
Oh,
So that's the thing. Yeah, just accepting that. So it's a nice kill though for the lone druid, who had a rough start to the bottom lane, but now finds himself in a lucrative position.
I mean, the main thing is for the Dire, this Drow's having an amazing time. My only problem for them is that is it enough? Like, I don't think if the Drow has a good time, that's the only thing that they need to worry about. I don't know. Like, if the Druid can match the Drow in farm, I feel like it definitely favours the Druid. The only problem is that the Frost Arrow is a bit of a pain.
Yeah. Charge coming forwards. They might be able to catch the Rubik, but he's got a lift, and that'll be an easy stop there for Neuer. Even turning around with a Frost Arrow or two. Meanwhile, Milan's going to go and grab that bounty rune. Does he get there in time? Yes, he does. Meanwhile, Charlie picks one up north, and Supreme's going to grab another, making it 3 for 1 across the board.
Again.
For Chicken Fighters. Yeah, they have got 6 bounty runes so far to the enemy's 2.
This Beastmaster's lane is so hard because he can't use the boars. Like, they keep just getting stolen away by the Chen.
You made this? No, I made this. I've just realised in the stream title they haven't capitalised my name, but they've capitalised your name. I'm not one bit happy about that.
That's because I'm
there
the
will be
dominant
phone
one.
calls. They don't know about our bedroom life. I mean, what?
Oh, come on, man.
Saberlight. Taken down. I mean, I wouldn't have thought this would be a great lane for Puck, but he seems to be doing absolutely fine here at bottom.
Yeah, it's not a great lane because Drow just has a better harass potential just in general, right?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He can just constantly poke at you with the extra range.
True. And more kill threat from the Puck. Haven't seen many multi-shots coming out from the Drow yet.
Oh.
Meanwhile, OKC takes a fall up in the top lane. Boogie could be in trouble here as he's getting run down by Charlie. He needs another grab. He needs that route to come through, or does he? He might just slow him down and keep on chasing. Get out the way, Satyr! God damn it! Satyr, no! Oh god! Oh no!
Just kill the Lich again,
Chen,
it's fine.
please. Yeah, OKC comes in. Boogie's on the run though. They actually
Oh, no.
don't see Charlie. Hello, sir. Oh god, there's a Satyr chasing one way, a bear chasing the other. Boogie's got no idea what's going on anymore. He's just confused. He's going to sit in the trees and wait for it all to blow over, and blow over it certainly shall.
It's the goddamn zoo up in the top lane.
It is a bit of a menagerie.
Beastmaster.
Supreme with a DD.
Chen. Cool.
What can they do though? Okay, see it. Did he see him? Oh, Supreme's seen him though. Oh,
Oh my
my
God.
goodness! What the?
The DD. Add a DD. And they're probably going to try and get this
Yeah.
tower here as well. Do they have a catapult? Because if they do...
Yeah, that tower's going down for sure. 7-minute tower. In comes the charge, slow as anything. Neuer's just like, will I lift you? Nah, I'm good. Meanwhile, Ura sees him. Slow comes out. Multi-shot to follow. Multi-shot to follow. Multi-shot to follow.
Ah, he's fine.
Multi-shot to follow.
All you have to do right here is charge. And then when he lifts, you just keep away.
Nope, not gonna happen. Does he have silence leveled maybe? For the Spirit Breaker charge?
Radiant's
Puck.
middle tower
Maybe he
is
does.
under attack. Dire's
Maybe he doesn't.
Man, that tower is down so early. But if you look at the
Yeah.
heroes on Dire's side, it's only really the Rubik that can clear waves, right? Like, the Fadebot's really
yeah,
good.
Lich struggles. Oh, there's a multi-shot, and it gets a kill on Saberlight. The moment it's used, that spell is so broken. Ooh, Charlie up onto the high ground. Ava toss. Charlie getting low, and he will be falling to the board's damage. Boogie from the low ground grabbing that kill. And a nice little Lionwood tree recipe for Wish as well. Can finish that one off pretty easily. I love that on Tynix. It just means you don't have to go to the trees to get your Milan
easy.
flexing on Neuer. In comes a Fadebolt though, making Milan hit like a puppy.
I'm interested to see what skill build he goes for on the Spirit Breaker this game, because the status resistance is always really good, right? But it feels really bad maxing it first, I think. Because you want the charge speed, and you want the extra bash damage coming through.
Man, being a sport is such a thankless act. Sneko just farming up a camp and then TP Sneko in. Sneko immediately takes a creepies farming.
Look at his net worth as well. Like on Seneko. He's doing a really good job of just
GG tree cam.
almost keeping up with the Beastmaster, actually. Yeah, he's ahead.
you know one of my favorite tricks with the Ironwood branch, if you get it early enough?
What's that?
If you're playing Leshrac, you can
yeah.
you just put it down. Just use Edict, and then you can take any tower without being seen, without being hit by a tower. Pretty insane.
Why?
Seneko.
So many heroes for that. Now the Puck's just got a free lane bot.
Yeah, it almost makes it worth it just by the amount of TPs that come in. Charlie is trying his luck by staying here for so long, but they aren't coming down to him. Maybe they got vision. Yeah.
Chet walks past their shrine, and they're like, "We're gonna fucking kill this guy."
How dare he! Get him, boys.
And I like this. They gave him the lane to the Spirit Breaker just so he can get his level 6, while the SF just jungles up.
Yep, and his phase boots.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Hey, so he's gone 1-1-3. Okay.
Fairly disgusting in that CSing, but you know, we'll let it go for now.
Oh yes, get the balls. Yeah, like they were pressuring Saber like really well on the puck.
Until they weren't. Such as life is. Meanwhile, Milan could be in some trouble. Comes charging in, but might have to charge himself out again. The right clicks are there, but the turnaround comes in just as quickly as they bring down the Lich and maybe look for more. Ira gets stunned up. Wish is taking the right clicks right now. Saberlight focusing on the outpost for the time being. He wants them to secure this even if the fight goes south, but it will not, and they will relax.
Yeah, they're going to grab both of them as well. Really well played by the Puck and the SF. I like how Saberlight held the coil until the SF arrived into the fight. And then he was like, okay, this is the time. You know, you have that combo as well if you can ever get it off with the coil, and then it can get snapped by the Requiem.
Yeah, that's true. That's a pretty neat combo. I didn't think about that.
And charge as well is a decent one of knocking them out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Puck. Ooh, what a dodge from Saberlight there. Not getting silenced up and getting himself to safety. That probably meant certain death if he did get silenced there.
So you've cast a Saberlight before. What's he saying in that situation when he dodges Gust?
I'm so fucking good, man. Something like that.
Okay. Is that what he sounds like as well?
Yeah, that's close enough.
They're going to get the tower here.
The silence here, but the bear's going to finish the job. Will the bear get out, though? Yes, it will. See you later. Meanwhile, Wish. Oh, going to break the call voluntarily here. Frost Shield is out onto him, but is it going to be enough? Up with the Avalanche? It might well be. Saberlight's on top of them, though. Milan comes charging in from the side. What's up, everybody? My name's Milan. I'm here to make some mess. 2 heroes dead. OKC and Wish eat the dust in the bottom lane. And this should lead to another tower, as Charlie is already in position to start knocking it down. Not that it has much health left in the first place. This game, it is feeling very, very chickeny right now.
Well played by Milan, though. He charges in on the Tiny, but changes his Nether Strike target to the Lich just to make sure they can get both kills.
Absolutely.
It's your little, but you know.
Such a good smart. Meanwhile, Neuer's having troubles, and by troubles, I mean he's absolutely dead in the trees. Down he goes. Tries to steal a spell before he dies, but for what? Well,
oh, Arcane Ring on SF.
It's chilling.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm surprised he's maxed the bash damage first. The greater bash, sorry, on the Spirit Breaker. That would be the one that when I used to see people play Spirit Breaker, they'd go like 2 points in it and then max something else out first.
Yeah. It does the most damage, though. Just straight up, right?
It does, yeah. But I feel like this game, the charge speed's really important, right? You're playing against Tiny, Drow, and Rubik, which can all cancel it like almost instantly.
He's just accepted it. Oh, Fatal Brooch. Saving the best for last. 3 out of 3. Boogie grabs it.
Yeah, pretty good on any hero, to be honest.
Yeah, no one is sad about speed and mana. Oh, Ira facing death in the face here, but unfortunately it will still be a death for Ira as the Drow gets popped in the middle lane. And this is a jump we were talking about in the drafting phase, you know? It's what they do. It's how they do it. They get on top of you, and they bring you down. And this is what Drow hates.
Yeah, they're really reliant on this Tiny to just try and fight to be able to take these engagements. But he's gone for this max tree grab build, and the Radiant are punishing him like really heavily for it. Which it's the standard build, but like without the Tiny, they can't really fight. Like this Rubik Lich support combo, they don't have a hero that goes in, like apart from this Tiny. So without him, they look really underwhelming on the Dire side.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So what do Godsent do? Where do they go from here?
I don't know, but they're going to lose a Roche in a second, I think.
Looks that
Would be
way.
my
They
next
are
guess.
converging. Where's our Roche cam production? I want to see the big boy go down.
Yeah, this is the time for it.
Oh,
Oh,
there we
look
are.
at this.
Oh wow, that's a pan down from the sky. There we are. Yeah, our boys are going to work, and it looks like the chickens will peck and peck and peck.
Oh, not this again. Let's hope they don't contest.
It looks like it's going to be a peaceful Roshan, and we'll get this nice cinematic shot of the big boy falling, and now a charge across the map immediately as well, looking for Boogie. That's going to be the target for now. Do they have a hawk down? Doesn't look like they do, so going to be somewhat unawares of this happening, but they're going to cancel that one. It's only a puck to back them up. It seems like a bit of a yeet, so to speak. You know, the mango tree picked up by Seneko. Big.
That is big.
How many
Was that 3 out
shovels
of
today
3?
have we? Yeah, it was.
They haven't been farming jungle. They've just been pushing towers. So
True, true.
you got to wait to kill those neutrals until 15-minute mark, SF.
Absolutely.
Here we go. So we got the tier 2 items coming up now. Big for the tiny.
Big and true, correct. Pupils gifts everywhere. Okay, everyone gets a pupil's gift. They are all pupils this blessed day. Aren't we all pupils of life?
Yeah, true. Oh, Charlie's loving life. He's like, so many stats for my hero. This is great.
Take that.
Oh.
Radiant structure.
Just playing some dangerous games, really. Boogie has been down here an awfully long time, though, and has not been punished because everyone's trying to make stuff happen in the middle lane, and it looks like Ira is getting some pressure onto him. Not sure you want to go up those steps. Does certainly...
Hey, they're just taking towers for free. Like, this Rubik, I think the Rubik needs to be the one here trying to like de-push the waves. But if he leaves, they don't really have any catch for the puck because the Raw's quite easy to dodge with the phase shift because you can see the animation coming.
Sableye going to get roared up here. Noya's on top of him as well. Turns it around with the orb, and this puck might well be dead. Can he get the jump away? Doesn't.
No
need to.
way.
See you later, boys. See you later. Supreme comes in with the Requiem, and Noya could actually be in some trouble, though. He does miss that raise. Noya getting himself across with that orb, trying to go for the TP. Supreme is going to find it. No, he's not. He's lost interest. He's seen some creeps, and immediately his stupid core mind just went, creepies. Meanwhile, Ira dies in mid. Milan
just charges in on like 100 HP.
Yep.
It's a power play. I like it.
Got to assert dominance somehow.
I lick my wounds.
Looks like they're going to try and push this tier 2 bot. Is there a wave coming? Yeah, there is. Okay.
Is under attack.
Take down that tower.
I mean, look
Oh,
at the
boy.
difference in net worth on the supports on both teams. Like, Seneca's 2,500 gold ahead of the
Exact
Lich.
same point I was about to make.
Yeah, like Milan's 1,000 gold ahead. And it don't even start on the SF. This guy's absolutely huge.
He's a big chunky boy.
But that's the, I mean, the main thing for the supports is the difference in tower gold.
Whose tree is that? Noya just gets destroyed. Is that a Dire or Radiant mango tree? Because that looks like a Radiant mango tree, incredibly deep into the enemy base, which I just love. That's just such a flex.
I've been seeing teams do this more and more recently. Oh.
A boogie? You wuss? He backed out. What the hell was that? You're dead
They're
now.
charging him. I think
Yeah,
they have.
he's
Oh, they
gone.
don't have coil up though, so if he TPs.
0% survival chance. Oh, he
Oh.
made out.
Beastmaster TP'd. Yeah, there you go.
He played the 0% well.
When you get dealt a hard hand, but
It's a good
That's
thing I
the
don't
two-
do odds, isn't it?
that's the
Good thing I'm not on bot
2-7
lane.
right there. That's what I'm saying. Whoa.
There'd be a lot of really rich people in this world if I was an odds maker. Well, heading towards that 20-minute mark at a fairly reasonable pace, and again, Chicken's just looking in a really good position. 9k gold advantage. They're controlling the map nicely. They're forcing Godsent out of the areas where they want to be. When will they push for high ground? Not really too sure. Wow, Supreme doesn't care right now. He's actually in vision, and in comes a charge from Milan. The damage is huge. They will bring down OKC here, and now looking towards the Drow as well. She turns around with the silence, but Supreme has the BKB. They can bring down 3. They can bring down more. They're going for the towers next as well. What can you do against this? I mean, Supreme actually went into the tower's range for that, right? Like, he was seen. And they suddenly just go,
Is that the mango radiant mango tree?
That's the radiant mango tree, then.
I actually think Puck just put it down.
Same like pinged
They
it.
just call it.
Let's go. It's over. Good game. Alrighty. Well, see you in the lower bracket, Godsent. That is game for them. A really dominant game, too. Under 20-minute win. That's pretty insane.
That was such a sick last fight, though. I mean, really good charge hits, like all 3, into the Requiem straight away, and then they managed to like push them out of the coil with the Savage Aurora as well. It was just an absolute dream of a fight to watch.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Just absolutely destroyed them. Godsent, only 4 kills in that game. That does not feel good. That'll put Chicken Fighters ahead and through to the upper bracket finals for them. Only 2 more series wins away from qualifying to this tournament. Exciting place to be in for them.
Yeah, they'll be pretty happy considering like how much of a slog their series was yesterday. It felt like, where they had to really work hard for it, and they kept throwing the game pretty hard, like making some really silly decisions. Like that second game just then felt like it was so clean. Like they hardly put a foot wrong all game. It felt like. So yeah, really well played to them, and upper bracket final.
Bracket final indeed. Good place to be for them. These guys have been having their ups and downs throughout the season. Of course, qualifying to WESG has definitely been a highlight for them, but struggling in a lot of these DPC qualifiers. So another event looking like it could be under their belt, but of course, a lot more action to come from them first. They've got to take down the likes of OG Seed and Viking, of course, still in this one. There's a lot of good heroes. Got a lot of good teams still in this. So a long way to the finish line, but they're certainly on the right path.
All right, I have a question for you.
I'm ready to
So
answer.
tomorrow we're getting a series between Godsent and Viking GG. So we've seen both these teams today.